Righto, Batesy's Road Bash continues. We're just rolling out of this caravan park here where we've stayed here for a couple of nights at Adaminaby. Great spot here, rip little town. So again, if you're coming through here, check out all the history of the town. Heaps going on here. So just going to drop in a couple of guys that have joined the trip yesterday. Going to come through with us for the next few days down to Cobargo. Going to grab a bit of fuel and then we'll roll on. Another cracking day. Gee, the weather's been amazing. So yeah, so we'll continue this journey on and see you down in Cobargo. A few of the boys just going to get some fuel. Now we're on the road towards Cobargo. Okay, so after leaving Adaminaby there this morning, we're now rolling into Cooma. Cooma's located about sort of 120 km sort of south of Australia's capital, Canberra. So we're going to pull up down in here and have a bit of a look around Cooma. Cooma is a large regional town on the Snowy Mountain Highway, and it sits up around 800 metres above sea level. And way back in 1851, the town's population was only around 47, and today it's up over 7,500. Just out the other side of Cooma here, we're just going to drop in and check out the Snowy Hydro, the Discovery Centre that's here. This is a big area, this whole area up through here. Certainly right up to the involved with the Snowy Hydro scheme that's been going on for many years. It's a fantastic system that's still operating today. So we're going to drop into the centre here and find out all about the hydro system. The Snowy Hydro scheme was constructed over 25 years between 1949 and 1974, consisting of 145 kilometres of underground tunnels, and it took over 100,000 workers from more than 30 different countries to complete the project. Right, just rolling out of that the Snowy Hydro Centre there. Now that is well worth checking out if you come down here to Cooma. Very interesting. There's a couple of shows you can watch in there, a couple of movies that they put on for you, which really goes right back into the history of how the Snowy Hydro scheme was built. It's absolutely fascinating to see it all. So there's two movies in there, well worth checking them out. So now we're going to head off towards Cobargo and see where we stop next. This section of the Snowy Mountain Highway is a long and steep downhill descent, so take your time if you're towing a caravan and monitor your brakes in case they begin to fade. Right, we're just rolling into a little town called Bemboka. Now, hot tip is there's a pretty good pie shop here, and here it is, check that out. The sign just says it all, the pie shop. That's got my name written all over it. So there's a few cars pulled up out the front of the pie shop. So this is where we're going for lunch. Pie shop. Have a look at that. Bemboka Pie Shop. The original Bemboka Pie Shop was built in 1930, and I was like a kid in a lolly shop when I walked in. They have a huge range of pies of all flavours and plenty of other good things. So the hot tip is don't drive past if you're travelling through. Bemboka Pie Shop. Make sure you put that in to come and check it out if you're coming through this part of the country. Magnificent pies, cracking pie shop. So check out Bemboka Pie Shop. Now we're going to continue on and roll into Cobargo. On the approach into Cobargo, you can only imagine the intensity of the bushfire, with both sides of the road being burnt. Righto, so Bates' Road Bash is about to roll into its final destination of this road trip. It's been an amazing trip, but covered some country that's been certainly very badly burnt over the time, and got some amazing stories from the locals. But we're about to roll into Cobargo now. Cobargo was all over the news during the 2019/20 bushfires, for all the wrong reasons though, unfortunately. So this is one of the reasons why I sort of wanted to come here and sort of expose this and expose the town, and let everyone know that Cobargo is back open for business again. So if you're travelling through the Princes Highway up the coast, make sure you stop in here and have a few beers or some lunch at the pubs or whatever else. But this is the town that certainly does need a bit of support. So this is why we've come here. Cobargo pub, this is us. And I think we're going to have issues getting under that. Best we back up and come in via the side entrance around the back. And free camping is available at the back of the pub for your caravan, tents, etc. The town of Cobargo was decimated when the bushfires entered the main street and destroyed so much of the town's history. This tiny historical town was first settled way back in the early 1830s when graziers moved stock into the district. And one of the few remaining cafes was this little gem, Sweet Home Cobargo, right in the main street, and breakfast was amazing. After breakfast we went for a drive down the coast and taken in some of the breathtaking scenic views along the way. Arriving now at the Mogo Wildlife Park, formerly known as the Mogo Zoo on the south coast of New South Wales. The Wildlife Park first opened on the 17th of November in 1991. The park was in the firing line of the bushfires, but amazing credit to the staff, the park and the animals were saved. The park is one of only 2 zoos in Australia that exhibits the white lion. This is a great day out with the family. After leaving the Mogo Wildlife Park, we headed back towards Cobargo via Batemans Bay for some stunning coastal views. The bushfire has well passed and Mother Nature is hard at work rebuilding the surrounding bushland. It will be fantastic seeing this tiny town of Cobargo thriving once again. Well, that's the final episode of this 4-part road trip series. I hope you have enjoyed it and I look forward to seeing you guys on another one of Tim Bates' 4-Wheel Drive Adventures.